Hey guys, I'm Cybertron Zeng here, and today I'm back with another episode of Road to Ranked, where I climb the online VGC 16 ladder and provide live commentary as I go. I'm going to use the Evil Talk Groudon team as I mentioned just for a little bit more. I'm actually going to be leaving for Mass Regionals tomorrow. By the way, if you're going to be at that tournament this weekend, definitely come up and say hello. But as a result, I probably won't be able to get the new team that I want to use in-game just quite yet. So in the meanwhile, I'll probably pre-record a couple of episodes with this team just to finish it off. And then we'll switch to a brand new team next week. But I hope you guys don't mind that. Thank you for tuning in to the content, and let's see what we can find in today's episode. And as always, if you enjoy Road to Rank, please show your support by leaving a like on the video. Would really appreciate it. But yeah, good luck to anyone who is competing at one of the two regionals. I believe it's Massachusetts and Kansas City. And if you're at Mass, definitely come say hello. It should be a lot of fun. Normally, Mass is like a one-day trip for me, but I'm going to be playing the Premier Challenge on Saturday as well, so should be a good time. I have qualified for Worlds already, but I'm trying to make a strong push for a good finish going into US Nationals. We're going to find Iman with a rating of 1585 for our first opponent of the day, rocking a familiar-looking team. As you may remember, 5 of these 6 same Pokemon were on Wolfie Blick's winning regional team over in Florida. This team does have Dialga, Kyogre, Thundurus, Kangaskhan, Landorus, and Ferrothorn. So, all in all, I would feel like I actually have the better matchup here because Evil Talk Groudon, I feel like kind of trumps Kyogre, Dialga. Dialga really doesn't offer too much in this matchup. With the Hidden Power Ice on Thundurus, that'll be really big. So I think I'm actually going to lead with Thundurus. And I believe I actually have the Mental Orb on this Amoonguss, if I put the right item on it. So I could go Thundurus, Amoonguss, which is actually kind of a tempting lead matchup here. How about Kangaskhan's kind of tempting as well. Thundurus. Oh shoot, this might be the wrong Groudon as well, I just realized. I might have swapped it with another one. But we'll see. We'll figure that out as we go along. I don't want Talonflame, so I think I'm going to go Thundurus. Kang is tempting, but I don't know, Amoonguss just helps a lot, especially if my opponent leads with Kangaskhan. So I'll go Thundurus, Amoonguss, Groudon, Evil Talk. I have not brought Amoonguss very much with this team, honestly, so curious to see if it does do something here finally. Otherwise, yeah, it feels weird not bringing Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan's honestly really solid in this matchup, but, you know, Amoonguss deals with one of his biggest Pokemon, Kyogre, pretty well as well, so I think it's a decent option. So here's Thundurus and Amoonguss coming out. He's going to lead with Kangaskhan and Thundurus. Okay. So with these two, then he most likely has Kyogre and the Dialga in the back. This is the right Groudon. Okay, good. So this is still kind of a tricky position though, because if you're him, you probably want to like fake out Thundurus, but you could also fake out Amoonguss. I kind of want to actually go straight for damage here. I'm gonna Thunderbolt and Spore Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan's a bigger threat because his Thundurus most likely can't touch my Groudon. The only thing he could do potentially is Hidden Power Water, but if I get Weather Control, then I can win that. Kangaskhan's gonna Mega Evolve. We could see something like a Double Edge immediately too. But he's gonna go for the safe fake out play. Targeting down Thundurus, yep. So we could see a Thunderbolt into Thundurus or a Spore. Or excuse me, or a Taunt. It is gonna be the Taunt, but I do have the Mental Orb. Or at least I should. Okay. After having the wrong Hidden Power on my Thundurus at the last regionals I went to, I've been a little bit paranoid. But gonna get Spore off here, and that Kangaskhan's gonna go straight to sleep, which is good. You could be tempted now to taunt again. So I could switch out here. I don't know if it has Hidden Power Water. Like, if it has Hidden Power Water, then this game actually gets a little bit trickier. Otherwise, I would just switch into Groudon right now. But let's Thunderbolt Grass Knot Kangaskhan. Even if he switches out, he actually withdraws Thundurus, which I'm fine with, because Kangaskhan's either staying in or it's going to take a lot of damage. As he actually brings in Landorus. Wow, I'm really surprised to see, like, he didn't bring both Dialga and Kyogre. My best bet, he did not bring the Kyogre here. Or, excuse me, the Dialga, sorry. Kyogre you definitely bring because I've got, you know, Weather. And Thunderbolt there almost does 50%, Grass Knot will do a lot more, and then now this next turn I can actually just HP Ice Grass Knot. But part of me wants to go for the redirection in case he gets the Sucker Punch off. But he still can't do very much. Yeah, I'll go for the HP Ice. I'm not sure if he's expecting the HP Ice here. And that's why... Oh, he's Choice Scarf! Wow! I haven't seen that in a while. So that actually picks up the knockout outright onto Thundurus, which is bad, especially if Kangaskhan wakes up here, but it stays asleep. Do I flinch though? I do flinch. I do flinch. Ah, Scarf Landorus. Not something you see too common. Like, Wolf's Landorus had choice banned. So I'm gonna bring an Yveltal. Could just Sucker Punch Kang and Spore. Of course, I have the flinch chance, but if I put Landorus to sleep, I think he has no offense going anymore after that. So I'm willing to take the Rock Slide damage here with Yveltal. Of course, there is the flinch chance, that's the riskiest thing. He might be inclined to switch out as well. He could also be smart and go for a Sucker Punch with Kangaskhan onto Yveltal, which I'd be impressed by. But I feel like even though that last turn didn't go too well... Okay, no, I'm just going to get the Sucker Punch off, that's good. Rock Slide shouldn't KO Yveltal, as it actually gets a crit there, so targeting Landorus there could have been nice. But I know Landorus is not a knockout. So he's going to go for the Rock Slide. It's going to double connect. Hopefully no crit. Yeah, Yveltal takes that like a champ. Another flinch! Come on. Come on. He's going to bring in Thundurus. Well, now you just taunt Rock Slide. I think if I got that Spore off, I would have won the game, but that was my fault. You know, I knew that was a chance that he could flinch again. His last one's going to be Kyogre. Might be able to get the foul play, though, outright. Or I could switch out. I'm just gonna switch out actually, I think, and protect. 2 flinches in a row. Scarf Landorus is too good with the flinches. That's why Scarf Rock Slide is always so good. So I'll bring in Groudon. Because if he's got HP Water, then he could switch Thundurus out next turn and go for the HP Water play. Let's see. So, at most I'll take Rock Slide damage here. Maybe a Hidden Power from Thundurus if it's Ice onto Groudon, but he's probably going to taunt. Yeah, as you should. Just gonna get the Rock Slide off, not going to do too much. Yeah. Barely does anything, actually. Now the question is, do I want to predict him to switch out into Kyogre and Precipice Blade's Grass Knot? And does he have HP Water with Thundurus? One play I could make is Protect Spore. Another play I can make is Precipice Blade's Grass Knot. I wanted to go for the attack here. I'm going for it. Nice. Kyogre coming in? Yep. Does Thundurus have HP Water though? That's the other question. If it does, I think I just lose this one. So this is potentially really scary. I feel like he does have it. Oh good, he doesn't. Or at least he doesn't go for it, so he just goes for the taunt. Nice. Precipice Blades, does it connect? Good. Grass Knot probably won't knock him out here though. Nope. It's really close. I am max speed, so I couldn't just attack here. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. Let's see. Switch Amoonguss out. Like, he can't Earthquake if I still have Yveltal in the back. I don't want to switch Amoonguss out though, because that's kind of predictable. So here I might just actually Precipice Blades, Grass Knot. Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna Thunderbolt into Amoonguss. Hopefully connects. Okay. So Kyogre's gonna go down without doing anything, which is good, and that means I can use Fire type attacks again. But it does mean that now he can go for Rock Slide or Earthquake with the Landorus. However, now it's an interesting position because since he's choice, oh, I can't double protect actually. Yikes. Forgot about that. Wonder how offensive this Thunderous is. If you're my opponent, you probably go for the Earthquake play. But I'm gonna protect Groudon regardless and go for a Grass Knot onto Landorus, because if I get the Grass Knot off, then Sucker Punch also knocks out Landorus. Goes for a Taunt onto Groudon, and he does Earthquake. If Amoonguss survives this, that would be huge as well. It actually does survive. Okay, wow. Taunt wears off, so that means... Yeah, now I protect Amoonguss. Does Groudon Faint Split Earthquake though? It might not. But Landorus can't touch me, so yeah, Fire Punch Landorus here and protect Amoonguss. Ooh, he does have Protect with Thunderous though. So that reveals Thunderous' full moveset. This is really coming down to the wire. Because one point he could have made there was Thunderbolting, predicting a switch. I hope that actually this knocks out Groudon. I think it might not knock out. Yeah, it doesn't knock out. That's actually problematic. Oh no, it's not problematic. I win this one. I think. As long as he doesn't full para me. Because now I protect Grass Knot. He knocks out Amoonguss. I bring Yveltal. Life Orb, Sucker Punch, and knock out Landorus. And then his Thunderous cannot touch my Groudon. Yeah, we should be good here. Thunderous' moves that we've seen. Thunderbolt, Taunt, Protect. So Thunder Wave, presumably, being the last one. I don't believe we've seen that yet. But, I mean, it's Thunderous, right? So now I bring in Yveltal. If Sucker Punch doesn't knock out Landorus somehow, that'd be bad. So the question is, do I want to Sucker Punch Thunderous? But Thunderous didn't reveal Life Orb. So I think my chances of knocking out Landorus are higher here. Oh, but he's going for the Thunder Wave play. Okay. Can I get the Sucker Punch off? Okay. Connects with Landorus. Is that a knockout? Oh. Huge plays. Nice. That's game. Because now he can't touch my Groudon. But that was his best play possible. Like, if he gets that off. As Fire Punch, wow, actually gets a crit, knocks out Thunderous there. Yeah, so what happened there was basically if he gets the full paralysis, then Yveltal can't get the Sucker Punch off, Groudon gets the Earthquake off, and then there are actually some mind games. And then it comes down to, does my Sucker Punch knock out your Thunderous? But timer running down there, he could also stall out my Sucker Punch PP with Taunt and Thunder Wave. So would have been a really dicey game there in the end if I got full para there. But fortunately enough, despite the 2 flinches on Amoonguss earlier, we were able to win that one. Felt like a game where I just had an optimal matchup, and my opponent probably needed a little bit of luck to keep himself in that one, and that was the case, but still able to persevere. That puts us at 1754, which is nice, so another win here would put us in the high 1700s. So just gonna look for the second game. But yeah, I feel like all the team members put in a lot of work there, and Amoonguss was definitely the right call with the Mental Orb. Like, if Amoonguss didn't have Mental Orb, then it becomes actually kind of dead weight, but because it does, suddenly it becomes a lot more viable. I was kind of surprised not to see either of the Steel-type Pokemon on my opponent's team, but I guess given that I've got 2 Fire-type Pokemon and a Kangaskhan that can Power Up Punch / Low Kick, you know, Dialga there, I think like it was a smart call for my opponent not to bring Dialga, and that Scarf Landorus actually ended up being a key factor. I think if anything, like against this kind of team, Ferrothorn could still be tempting to bring, especially because it helps out against Kangaskhan Thunderous and under Rain. You know, Precipice Blades is like a 3-hit KO, but it's, you know, reconsidering, it makes a lot of sense why my opponent brought the Pokemon he did. We're gonna find Freedomless for our second opponent of the day. This one with a more, you know, familiar team. Or I guess the last team was pretty familiar looking too, but this one with Salamence, Groudon, Talonflame, Xerneas, Kangaskhan, and Amoonguss. So, you know, big 6 variant basically. Although no Smeargle, which is always interesting. So Thunderous is kind of my go-to. I feel like without a doubt we'll see Kangaskhan. It's likely we'll see Kangaskhan Xerneas, I feel like. So I could go with my own Kang, but now I don't have Low Kick. Or I could go Thunderous Groudon. I actually kind of like the Groudon idea, just to pressure with as much damage as possible immediately. And I actually don't like Kangaskhan too much here, so I'm going to go Talonflame Yveltal. The priority here is going to be really important because of Xerneas. So if I can, deny even if Xerneas gets set up, like if I can get enough chip damage off with the Precipice Blades or an Eruption from Groudon, then I could put it in potentially Brave Bird plus Sucker Punch KO range, depending on how much damage is taken. So that's going to be important. We'll see how this goes. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, typically you might see like Smeargle over Amoonguss on this team composition. That's literally the big 6 core that we've seen a lot of. And, it dominated early season, but it still hasn't gone away at all. We've seen variants of big 6 do very well. And of course, Groudon Xerneas is just the maybe strongest core or legendary duo. People will say dual primals, which, I obviously really love, but I think Groudon Xerneas still is just like so strong because Xerneas with the power makes it such a strong and scary option, where you can sweep games even if you're down early. So we actually see Kangaskhan come out and with Groudon against my Thundurus and Groudon, which is not too bad here, but this is a little bit scary. I don't have Intimidate with the team, which is one of the qualms I have. I mean, this is one reason why I love Mega Salamence. Like, Mega Salamence against this lead matchup works out so nicely, but obviously I don't have it here. I didn't bring my own Kangaskhan either. Would love to get a Precipice Blades off here. I think my opponent might actually go for a... The safe play, if you're my opponent, is fake out Groudon and go for an attack. But then you could get paralyzed, so it's like, do you want to take that risk of getting paralyzed? My options here are attack with Groudon. Like, do I want to go on it all in an attack, or do I want to protect here? Because if I protect here, I don't know. Then again, if I lose Groudon, that's just so bad. I could double protect, but I'm not sure if I'm fond of that idea. Because then he could actually pup himself and allows him to get setup moves going. Like, it's so risky for me to attack Groudon here. I feel like my opponent's going to predict that, like, go for a fake out Eruption. But Thunder Wave. I'm still protecting. I just can't afford to lose Groudon. Good lead by my opponent, though. Not sure what I really could have done better. Actually, maybe going for a Talonflame setup here. So this is really obvious, but I'm hoping my opponent kind of overextends and tries to play aggressive. Oh, but he just fakes out Thundurus. Okay. Does he Eruption as well? Let's see. So I really didn't think my opponent would do that because I was like, oh, but yeah, I mean, I made a very obvious play. Sometimes I mind game myself too much, and that was one of the cases, but can't really complain about that. That was like, in retrospect, it's actually really risky for my opponent, because if I win the speed tie, then your Groudon takes so much damage, and then I actually could have won the game from there. So, I played too safe, but I'd rather lose Thundurus than Groudon, obviously. So, I could bring in Talonflame now. Yeah, let's do that. Actually, I like Yveltal more. Yeah. So, this is actually still not that bad. Depends on what he does here. Like, do you protect Groudon? Yeah, even if he does. I'm gonna just Sucker Punch Precipice Blades here. Foul play would have been better if he went for Swords Dance or sub. Yeah, I've not played the first 2 turns of this game very well. I mean, that last one was frustrating because it was like personally, if I went Kang Groudon, I would be like, oh, the protect on Groudon's so obvious, so his Groudon's just gonna attack, and then I would double up into it, because then Thundurus does absolutely nothing against Groudon. But my opponent just went for the expected play. He's actually gonna withdraw Kangaskhan here, so it's likely Groudon protects. Oh, and he has Talonflame. I mean, yeah, actually consider that. Good play. Okay. So now what do you do? I think I'm actually gonna foul play Eruption here. Yeah. Because you probably want to Tailwind. Yeah, and he's going to withdraw Groudon. So whatever's coming in is going to get knocked out. So it's going to be Kangaskhan going down, which I'm actually okay with here, because Kangaskhan's annoying as a Talonflame user. He's going to Tailwind, but he's going to take a lot of damage this turn. However, like, I could have easily predicted the Talonflame switch in. Actually, just, like, didn't consider that he had Talonflame in the back. Which is just bad on my end there. Certainly could have foul played Talonflame and Eruption, but my Eruption I don't think would have knocked out Kangaskhan since I'm not fully invested. Actually, I guess it probably... Oh, yeah, crit on Talonflame. Okay. So this is actually far from over, because I still have my 2 legendaries at full health. But yeah, I mean, obviously this game could have been so different if that first turn. He's bringing in Xerneas. That's a good sight to see. That's a very good sight to see. Talonflame here has to kind of go for a... I mean, you can Brave Bird. You probably want to Brave Bird Groudon, actually. I think I'm actually going to switch that into Talonflame. Hope Talonflame knocks us out from Recoil. Actually, I should Fire Punch here. You could be smart and Brave Bird into Evolve Talbo. Here's a Brave Bird. Who's it going into? Okay, onto Groudon. That's good, that's good. So Talonflame's gonna faint. Unless this Xerneas has like hidden power ground. He does just go for the Moonblast though. Onto Groudon maybe? Nope, just targeting Talonflame. Okay. Nice. Okay, gets a crit there, and a special attack drop, but that's fine. Crit might matter, but I get a Fire Punch off, which is should be in Brave Bird KO range now. Okay. Oh, the mind games now. That's 1 turn of Tailwind, so there are 2 left. Xerneas could go for a Geomancy at some point too. Groudon here is probably inclined to Eruption. You probably, like, the play I'm expecting from my opponent is Eruption Protect. Because most Talonflames don't carry Protect. I could also Tailwind Protect. But you could, you don't Geomancy here, I don't think. No, but then it still comes down to speed, and I don't like that. So I think my play here is to double Protect. And hope that Xerneas protects. I don't think Xerneas is protecting here. That's not good. That is not good. He's Geomancying. Oh, you just go through the Moonblast. Okay. And the Eruption. Oh, now it's like, do you protect? I could also Tailwind. Oh no, but then Moonblast. No, but okay. So here, does Eruption knock me out? That's the question. I don't think it should. Him Moonblasting twice also, he could be like choice instead of power, which would be shocking. I think you protect Xerneas here. So I'm Brave Birding, Precipice Blading. Oh, okay, good, good, good. Well, that's the start. Without Life Orb, I actually don't knock myself out, so he has to Eruption, otherwise Talonflame is on for another turn. And if not, I knock out Groudon here. Okay, he does go for Eruption. And I hang on. Do I hit the Precipice Blades? Okay, that's good. For the knockout, that should be nice. Oh, but it's still not over yet. It is still not over yet. Don't know how fast the Xerneas is. If it's max speed, then obviously you draw speed. I max speed Groudon, so that's obviously good. Could Sucker Punch. You Dazzling Gleam here for sure. Let's think this through. Like, Sucker Punch does not knock him out, I don't believe. I'm gonna go for knockoff. Fire Punch. Oh, he wins the speed tie. Okay, I think we got it here, because now he's in Sucker Punch KO range after the knockoff. Let's see what item it has. I'm guessing it's just... Okay, I actually just pick up the knockout. Wow, what a game. For a terrible turn 1, we were able to pull it around because Evil Tower grabbed on our clutch. So it was just typical power up. And I actually would have had just enough HP to hang on from Life Orb from there. But, you know, obviously based off the game mechanics, like, I ended up winning the game anyway, even if I fainted from Life Orb, which is why I didn't want to take the Life Orb damage before he... Actually, it doesn't make... No, knockoff there ends up being the strongest move anyway. So, yeah. Ended up with 2 really intense games there, but able to pull out a win in the second one as well after a pretty poor start. First one looked a little bit scary at points, but in the end, we were able to figure out the win condition after figuring out our opponent's movesets, and that definitely helped out a lot. But, yeah, 2 really exciting games, both of those coming down to a wire in the end there, and one of the longer episodes we've had with this team. So, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. As always, leave a like if you did, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright, peace.